They outside. Y'all outside. I'm inside on the couch.
You can step out to the back porch and look.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I'll be in the rocker on the front porch looking. I'll be like, yeah.
You can wave as we all walk by.
Oh my God! It's like I gotta go inside now that the street lights are on.
Yeah, when the street lights go off, that's when it get fun.
I know.
Hey community, here's what's brewing today.
Labubu, you do you, boo.
Beyonce, so ATL. They stole her shit too.
And we outside. So get your cups ready for Minority Report.
Hey, welcome to Minority Report. It's Auntie Kerel.
It's Auntie Jerell.
And it's Auntea Steve.
Hey. And I'm sure computer's like, wait, hold on. Another week. Auntie, who are these people? Well, you know Auntie Jerell. You know the other Jerell. But you might not know Steve. And Steve is filling in because Henny Jerell is stuck in Europe.
Air travel, y'all. You know how it goes.
Man, he's been trying to get out of Europe for 2 days. Which I
feel bad.
I know. There's worse places on earth to be stuck.
Well, yeah, that's true.
So
yeah,
we called in the reinforcements here to fill in this way for Henny and Shar because they like to be in Europe without me. Even me here working.
That's tough.
Working, but the podcast must go on. But how are you both doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. I've been having a good week, a good productive week. Yeah.
That's good to hear.
Making it to the gym. I fell off my gym schedule for a little bit, but I'm back on it now.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Feeling pretty good.
On my fitness.
Yeah.
And then she got the shirt. Community. A few episodes. We'll get into why you know the name because Marko was on a few weeks ago. So this is the other Relationship Pod member. And if you recall, we said she over there single too. So she got the shirt all open and everything. Yes. Give the men what they want, baby.
You're killing me.
I'm just saying, baby. That's like the Steve fan club out here.
Oh my God.
And then Jerell got his shoulders all on his arms.
See
all
that?
Like, okay, y'all.
You know, just a little skin.
What kind of podcast is this?
It's whatever we needed to be today. Just a little softcore porn for the community members on a Monday morning.
A little bit.
How's your week going, Jerell?
Well, it's getting better. I had a day of travel yesterday. Both me and Jerell were stuck in airports.
Ooh.
Oh wow,
Jesus. Lord.
One was my fault, but you know we.
Minor detail. You can share what you want to share.
Yeah.
We were not being responsible yesterday morning when it was time to head to the airport. So you know,
she was busy. Softcore porn, hardcore porn.
Oh, you know, we finally made it to where we needed to be. Now we got to make up a day.
That's all that matters.
Friday.
It's all good. You'll be all right.
Oh, Lord. He said it was worth it, though. You know, memories.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Love it.
But community. But yes, we mentioned a few weeks ago when Marko was filling in. But Steve, tell us about Relationship Pod for those that might not know what Relationship Pod is about.
Absolutely. So again, my name is Steve. I am one of the co-hosts of the Relationshit Podcast. I host the show with my very, very good and dear friend, Marko. You can find us on social media at Pod Relationship. And essentially, it's a Black queer podcast on relationships and dating. So, you know, we'll pick a topic and we'll discuss it from two different perspectives. So Marko being married for many years, and then myself, still single and out here.
Ready to mingle.
So, yeah.
Mingling, baby.
Correct. So yeah, it's been fantastic. This has been my first like foray into podcasting. I've never done this before. We already finished the season out, so it's kind of like wild to think that I just did a season of podcasting already. It went by so quickly. Yeah. But yeah, I'm used to it. I'm kind of like I am kind of used to being on the mic, so at least I was like comfortable there. But yeah, it's interesting like talking about things with a very close friend, knowing that there's an audience also.
That everybody about to be your close friend too,
Yeah.
listening to it. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
going into it, were you hesitant at all? Were you like, oh, I don't like, I guess, did you have to set boundaries of what you would and wouldn't say? Or did you like, after the first episode, you're like, you know what, it is what it is.
I mean, if you ask Marko, I'm a very cerebral person and I overthink. So I definitely like when he first approached it to me, I had to think about it for like 3 months or something.
3 months? Damn.
I literally was just like ruminating on it. But yeah, I think it was just a matter of understanding the process and what I was willing to talk about. And I think as we started recording and episode by episode, I kind of would let him know, especially depending on the topic, like, hey, like, I mean, he's so seasoned at it. Like he's done it for so long now and I'm just jumping in. So it's like, I was worried about like keeping up with him and being open and sharing things about myself. But it's been great. And he's been fantastic and so graceful in getting used to me and how I am in this process. So it's been fantastic.
Come on, girl. Keep up now. Keep up.
Yeah.
You know what, Jerell? I've never even asked you that too. Like coming in and filling in over the years, have you had to be like, okay, I got to make sure I don't say something, or like, have you been like, no, it is what it is? Like, and I kind of know the answer, but
I don't do it consciously, but I get on this podcast and sometimes I just say too much. Well, that was
showing out in front of company.
It's out there now.
It's out there now.
So true.
Yeah, just let it live.
Yeah, because like community, this is like episode 337, and so I mean, at this point, I done said some of everything at this point. It feels like, but like, I feel like I try to come in maybe with some boundaries, but hey, I mean, like you said, Marko, like you're talking to like your friends. So like a lot of times you might have thought you're coming in, but like, okay, nah, I ain't gonna go there. And somehow it goes there because you get comfortable and things like
you
that.
slip.
And you slip, you're like, well, it's out there now. But I found that I prefer to be an open book, quite frankly, because the lessons that come out of it, the stories that we hear from folks listening and things like that, and them like the community willing to share their aspects and their perspectives has been so mind-boggling to me. And I know I've said that many times on here that it's just like, why not? And like it's hard for people to like, if it's your truth, it's hard to argue with that. Like, even if it might not be someone else's truth or they might not agree with what you said or whatever, at the end of the day, if I'm being truthful about it, like, what the hell you want me to do then?
Yeah. No, I hear you for sure. Like, it's definitely like, I think about being in a space where it's kind of like, all right, well, if I slipped, I said something, whatever. But at the same time, podcasts are kind of intimate in their own way. Like people listen to them solitarily. It's kind of like, you kind of get used to the voices that you listen to on a routine basis. And so to open up a little bit, I think is helpful to connect with the audience. People, we all have our own experiences that we go through, and just to hear a little bit of that from, the host of the show, I think is great. So being open is great.
I hear you on that. Well, I sent out the list today of like the topics that we were going to try to explore. And I was like, this is a cool opportunity, at least for me, because like, I always say I'm at this point just an old married broad. And I think this is literally the first time in all 337 episodes that the majority of the hosts are single, or at least in dating world and things like that.
Yeah.
And I was talking to someone recently and I was like, if I had to go back into the dating world now, I wouldn't even know where to begin. Because like it's been so long and so many things have changed. The foundation is the same. You got to like communicate and find people that you're willing to socialize with and get to know better and all that good stuff. But the way I think, socialize, I was trying to be a little PC there. That was my boundary for today.
That was it.
Well, but the route of how you go about it, I feel like it's maybe a little different than in past. So I was curious with you all's perspective, how is dating now, and do you like it better than days of yore, or things from yore that you wish maybe was a little easier today? Like, because obviously apps and things like that, and not to say the apps weren't around. I ain't that old, but like they were around when I was like starting to like date and things like that. But the plethora of them out there now, and it's almost, you have to go through the apps now to almost meet people, where when I was like single, it was like, okay, it was still the option of like, okay, you're going out and mingling, and then the app was maybe secondary. So like, do you miss that? Do you like that? Or is like, at this point, it is what it is, I'm just trying to meet some folks?
Oof.
The looks on both of you.
What I will say is that I feel like I've evolved over time. So dating is different for me now versus back then. Personally, because I just view it differently. So I think back then I was newer to it all, and I was less secure in myself. And I feel like that brought on certain challenges, because I'm like, again, very cerebral. I'm always thinking about, how is the other person responding to the things that I'm saying? And, am I being perceived the way I want to be perceived? And so I think over time, as I've grown more secure with myself and built that sense of self-worth, I'm at a space now where it's just like, this is where I'm at, take it or leave it. That's it. Because I think over time, it's like, I'm not here to sort of like put on this facade. The last thing I want is anyone being attracted to or falling in love with a facade or something inauthentic. Authenticity is like very, very important to me. And the last thing I want to be is inauthentic.
Right.
So, I mean, the apps, it's funny. We had a long conversation about this when we were in Spain. I was in Spain with Marko and Dewan, funny enough. And I was telling them how sometimes with the apps, it feels so forced. I in some ways, I feel like I'm very much like, what's like traditionalist. Like I feel more comfortable meeting folks in person, which is also wild because I used to have a hard time doing that. But again, working on myself and being more comfortable with myself and falling in love with myself made the rest of it so much easier. And so it's just kind of like, be realistic. So, I mean, maybe this situation works, maybe it doesn't. That's just what it is, So that's kind of where I'm at. Yeah. What about you, Jerell?
I think my situation is quite different because I'm not in one place too long. Like I'm on the road 90% of the time. So I got a few here, a few there.
So you said I got hoes in different areas.
Okay, traveler.
So, but I guess like, do you feel the apps have made it harder or easier? Because in theory, apps and technology is supposed to make life easier. Is that true or not?
Well, it depends on what you're looking for.
I was going to say the same thing. Yep.
What you looking for?
Situation. I think they make it a whole lot easier.
A whole lot easier. Okay.
Spell whole.
Got it. Right. But that's true. I mean, like, because like you said, you travel 90% of the time. So it's like, hey, let me just see who in the vicinity.
I imagine that. Yeah, the apps would help in a scenario like that. I would think. Yeah.
We're not trying to settle down right now.
There you go.
I love it.
And sometimes you don't need an app.
Is it easier?
You just need to go to the Eagle.
Well, yeah. You also just got to know where to go.
I like that. I know how to do that still. There, never mind. I ain't that rusty. I know how to do that.
You ain't forgetting nothing.
Sometimes it's party on 4th of July.
I love it.
But Steve, you're a traditionalist. Is it easier for you? You said it forces you, but like, is it easier at the end of the day?
Yeah, I think that using the apps has gotten easier for me too. Again, because I feel like now I'm like I can be a bit more direct and open with what I'm looking for. Because again, I used to shy away from that. Communication is something I worked on a lot for myself. So I feel a lot more comfortable now in talking with folks and engaging with folks on there. And again, just being clear about what I'm looking for. I think, take it or leave it. And that's totally fine. Because at the end of the day, just being honest, honesty is sort of like a lens that just, the things that work will work and the things that don't won't. And that's fine. Yeah. So
what does even a first date look like? Like, that's another thing I was thinking. I was like, I wouldn't even know how to like prepare for like a first date anymore. And it's not like that I don't date my husband, but like I know what he likes, what he doesn't like. It's easy. It doesn't have to be anything grandiose. I ain't trying to put on a show. Girl, is we eating or are we not? So it's just like to even like feel like I would be like, oh, I got to make this date so perfect and everything. Like, is that pressure still there? Because obviously you want to put a good person, like, first impression out there. But it's just like, is dinner even just a thing anymore? Or does it have to be like, oh, we going to Disney World every date?
Well, I don't got that kind of money.
Right?
I don't know who you're looking for, but it ain't me.
Right?
The girl said, we're going to Cheesecake Factory.
See, go to Cheesecake Factory. I know that's right. If we can't go to Cheesecake Factory, then where the hell can we go?
I don't know. I think for me, it's not about what the date is. It's about who I'm with and the thought behind it. Like, if you took the time to even just plan something, like, I'm going to be happy.
Yeah.
Okay. I get that. Yeah. That's definitely, I feel like I try to make a point to listen. And, sometimes folks might like mention a certain thing they may like. So I might, if I'm doing the planning, I might plan something that may be linked to that in some sort of way, but it doesn't always have to be. It could be something as generic as like, oh, let's go for a walk in the park and then maybe like grab a snack somewhere. And that's it. It's, you kind of like suss it out. At least I suss it out based on the previous communication, interaction, and things like that. So, it's a moving target.
Right. So what is an ideal, and here I am trying to like set the scene for y'all now. What's an ideal date for you both?
Honestly, if somebody came at me talking about we're going to a gallery or a museum, that type of shit, we just go and like look at art.
Yeah.
You got me.
Henny's coming. Oh. Okay.
But again, it's like it falls in line with who I am as a person. So it's like I appreciate even just that certain very simple level of thought is amazing. Yeah.
I'm a foodie, so take me to a restaurant I've never been to.
Nice.
Yeah, okay. that also is fine. I do love to eat as well, so I like, we're going to dinner, that's fine.
Right. Like I'm not necessarily a foodie, so like I eat, like I like good food, but it's such an out of sight, out of mind thing for me. Like it would be hard for me. Like it's hard for me day to day with Corey. He's like, "What do you want to eat? Where do you want to go eat?" I really don't care. I genuinely, in my heart of hearts, do not care. I can find food anywhere, quite frankly.
Sure.
Like, so it's just like I would not. I feel like I would not be a good date. Because I'd be like, I genuinely wouldn't care. But then it's like, I don't even know what my ideal date would be at this point. Like, it's so interesting just to say, like, Steve, you were saying earlier, like how you've evolved and things like that. I feel like Kerel from like, I guess when I first started dating Corey to Kerel now has evolved. And a lot of it is almost like so attached to his likes. And it's not like I'm giving up what I like, but it's like, it's so intertwined and gray that if that ever, and God forbid, but like if that ever had to separate, I would like, it would take me a moment to be like, whoa, hold on. Where would I even want to go for like a date? Like what is Kerel's ideal date? I don't know, but I don't think it would have to be food related because I don't care really too much about food. Yes, I want to eat. Yes, I want the food to be delicious, but take me anywhere. I don't give a damn. So it's just kind of interesting that like literally was like at the bar last weekend with a friend and he was just talking about his dating life. And I was like, I haven't even thought about this shit in so long. I don't know. So when you two were coming on today, I was like, oh, hold on, let's dissect this because we don't get to talk about this because the aunties, Shar, Henny, and I, we all just been old married bras this long.
Yeah, it's interesting out here. Like it's definitely like, I seeing how things have changed and kind of like even thinking back, I remember like the first gay bar I went to, after coming out, and which is long gone. But living in New York, the landscape changes so quickly too. All these places that I used to frequent when I was in college, gone. Now it's all this newer stuff, and it's just kind of like, not to say that these are the only places that you can meet folks, but
right,
if you're just trying to like meet up with your friends or whatever and go to these places, have a drink, like that's fine. But it's just like adjusting to that. It's like you grow, the city's growing and you're growing and everyone else is growing parallel to one another. Yeah. It's wild.
What would y'all do if the apps just suddenly disappeared? Like, say if they like trying to get rid of like TikTok, would you be like, "Oh, damn, I don't know what to do"? Or you'd be like, "Well, I'm old enough to know how to resort to going to the places I need to go to do what I need to do."
That I will be just fine.
Like,
I have my foundation.
Like, I know how to pull a tray when I need to pull a tray.
Exactly.
I know where to go in every part of this country right now.
I know that's right. She said, "I got the travel book. You got the travel green book."
Oh man.
Well, that's cool. Well, community, if you're listening in or watching in, you know how to get a hold of them and be like, "Ooh, I want to take them on a date," or "I want them to take me on a date." We'll make sure that the connections happen and that the social media contacts are out there.
Got his matchmaking hat on. Look at him.
No. And then, I mean, if you send us some pictures, you might, send them to Minority Report. We'll approve them or disapprove the ones you need to send.
This feels like indirect speed dating or something.
Hey, Minority Report is here to entertain and to connect folk.
Ain't no shame.
I appreciate it.
Oh Lord. Well, community, there's one headline this week that's matters the most to me. They done stole Beyonce's unreleased music, and set list, and all that shit out Chris Grant in another dancer's car in Atlanta, which makes sense because everybody's car. If you live in Atlanta or if you visit in Atlanta, more times than not, your car about to get broken into. It's just a matter of fact in that damn city.
Oh, jeez. I've never been.
Now they done broke into the wrong one.
The city of Atlanta once, it got broken into and it will never return.
Oh, wow.
But I get it.
That's wild.
Who? And where? Because I read it, and he wasn't anywhere that Beyonce was. So that choreographer got in his car, drove to Trade's house, and left all of that just sitting in the car.
I don't know if he is that because where he was at Krog Street is where he got broken into. So I think he must have. Okay. But it sounds like the Trade was a dancer. You said who we know at Krog? I don't know. He was taking Trade out on a date. The Trade said that's my favorite location for some food.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like. Could you imagine though the person that broke in? Because obviously it's Atlanta. They don't know whose car they breaking into. They just breaking into shit to break into shit, see what's in there, take it and go. But in my mind, I envision when they opened up that suitcase. I don't know if it probably didn't say like Beyonce or nothing on the hard drive.
I was gonna say it's not labeled.
Could you imagine if they put that hard drive in and it was like, like a golden chest?
See, I'm putting my tech hat on. In my head, I'm like, that shit has to be protected in some way, shape, or form. Encrypted, whatever technical shit you got going on. There's no way you can have that shit on a drive the way you are trying to prevent your shit from getting out there, and you just plug that shit in and it's like all there. I refuse to believe that. Like
I refuse.
I can't.
Damn.
I don't want to know what the thief was thinking. I want to know how that choreographer felt when he got back to his car and realized it was all missing, because now my life is over. I will never work again.
Oh, I would die.
But it's Chris Grant. Like, Chris Grant has been with Beyonce for like 15 years. Like, it was like Jerell Knight and Chris Knight.
And that's it. That's it.
Beyonce said, bang, 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 bang,
like,
bang.
It could have been me because I'd have dropped dead on the spot.
Literally.
My car.
Literally.
Where are my suitcases? Where are my suitcases?
I would like leave the country. Like I would run away.
Well, baby, you ain't got no suitcases no more to pack up, so just hightail it out of here.
Like I know his heart fell out of his ass as soon as he saw it.
How do you even call? How do you even call Beyonce? And you probably don't even have her direct number to this day. You got to call Julius.
Like,
you got to call Yvette.
Wow.
Or Yvonne, or whatever her name is, the publicist. Be like, hey.
What
do you say?
Hey.
Get to my car. Oh, are you okay?
Yeah,
it's all gone.
Yeah,
what happened was,
wait, what do you mean? Like your suitcase? Oh, we'll give you some money to go to the mall real quick and get some. No, it's all gone.
No.
Like, it's all gone.
That, like, I'm having palpitations just thinking about it. Like,
I had palpitations reading it. I was like, because even as much as I want unreleased Beyonce music,
that's not how you want it.
On the flip side, I kind of don't want unreleased Beyonce music, at least not like this. Like, it shouldn't get released like this, and that, especially if the unreleased music is like the next phase. Even as much as I want to hear the next phase, I don't want to hear it like that. Like, there's such a respect now for how Beyonce rolls shit out.
Yeah,
that I don't want it ruined. You know,
it just feels like violating, sinful, like just evil. Oh my god, yeah.
I'm sorry, this man.
I feel bad.
Corey asked me this tonight at dinner. He's like, "I know you don't want to listen to it, but you gonna listen to it?" I was like, "Yeah."
Look, I don't blame you. But
if it's out there, it's out there. It's gonna be too late anyway. It's gonna be all on Instagram and all the interwebs. So I mean, it's gonna be impossible to avoid. So I mean,
well, I feel like because it's Beyonce, she's gonna release it before anybody else can.
Yeah, they already got a plan B and C. She already done thought about if it's gotten stolen, just in case it gets stolen. This is what I'm gonna do.
But
I wouldn't put it past her.
I surely feel bad for him because ain't no way.
I'm trying to think if I would listen. I don't think I would listen to it. I think I'm the type of person that like even like movie trailers and shit like that, I don't watch anything. I don't want anything spoiled. I don't want anything ahead of when I'm supposed to have it. And it's just like, all right, it's out there. I'm gonna just avoid it. Cause again, it's like, it's art. And part of that art is how you give it to people. So it's like
that statement.
Yeah. So I wouldn't listen. I couldn't.
It's gonna be on. I would say I did a very good job of not seeing a lot for the Cowboy Carter tour. So I'm sure I would probably duck and weave it a little bit, but it's impossible. Like folks are just that obsessed with her, and me too. That like it's gonna be impossible. Like if that shit leaks onto the interwebs, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. But on the flip side of that, the cool thing about Beyonce is she's so talented and so good at just creativity. She could pivot however she needs to pivot and give us a whole new thing, and we wouldn't even know the difference, you know? And be like, damn, this is still the best thing since sliced bread. Like, shit, like, how'd she do that? So,
no.
Damn, Atlanta, y'all fucked up the On the Road tour too, as well. Run up on the stage in Atlanta. Beyonce about to say, we ain't coming to Atlanta no more.
Y'all will not be on the next tour.
I'm surprised she still gave him Jay-Z. because she been knowing this before, like it leaked to us that this happened. This was all the way back on July 8th, so it had been already like a week for them to try to like figure some shit out,
Right.
And she still gave him Jay-Z. So I guess she's like, all right, Atlanta. That I'm so ATL. that break-in is so ATL. Oh, Jesus.
That's why.
Wow.
Make niggas aware.
That is so the funny thing is, like, Krog Street, like, Corey and I used to go to Krog Street like weekly, once a week. There's like one little restaurant in there that I used to love to get. So almost like the spicy chicken Asian dish that was delicious, and then they also had Jenny's ice cream in there. So I know they were just in there just having them a good old food time. And damn.
This is a technical question. That street, I've never been. Is it like a busy, like an avenue, or is it like a quieter type of street?
No, it gets packed in there, but it's like tucked away in like this neighborhood. And it's like, it used to be this old warehouse building that they converted into like a food hall, for lack of better words.
Okay.
So Krog Street is not that long of a street. But my assumption where they parked at, like they said, a parking garage, and I don't know what parking garage is over there. And obviously I don't live there anymore, so they could have built something else there. But it's such a bitch to park over there. So a lot of times people just Uber, because parking throughout that city sucks. But especially in that area, there's not a lot of parking. So like, it was just interesting to me to be like, damn, you got broken in there. You should have just Ubered, man. Nobody park over there. It sucks. Like, it's terrible. And then right as a passage there, people, you see it. You go anywhere in that city and you will see a smashed window. Like, people will literally have their windows down and not leave shit in their car because they don't want to get their windows smashed and like thinking that the shit.
Oh, wow.
It's that bad in that city for petty crime like that. Yeah. So if you read any of the comments for people living in Atlanta, like, oh, duh, it just happened to me yesterday. So who the hell you think you are? So,
wow. Wild.
Yeah. So whoever got that shit, don't leak it. Don't leak it, because Beyonce gonna find you, and you don't want Jigga to pull up. They all got goons.
You're gonna get got.
Baby. Beyonce said she ain't in no game, but I got shooters there now. Bang, bang. So watch out now. Let's see here. Man. Shout out to RuPaul. RuPaul just broke the record for most Emmy nominations for a host for RuPaul's Drag Race. So shout out to some black melanin queer excellence there. But yeah, RuPaul breaks all-time Emmys record with 10th nomination for reality TV show host.
And that's in a row, right?
I think it has been like 10 nominations in a row. Let's see. The 10th nomination, let's see here, at the 2025 Emmys means that RuPaul has broken an all-time record in the category. It is noteworthy that the Drag Race mogul also holds the record for most consecutive nominations for this award, 10 across the board. Well, that's all crazy. 10 of the last Emmy ceremonies. Yeah. So that's dope.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
What a journey.
Who would have thought, like, RuPaul back in the day? Like, have you seen those old RuPaul like videos of the 80s that they have out on YouTube? They're incredible, by the way. But
before she was the blonde bombshell.
That she was like the punk rock kind of drag queen, you know?
Yeah.
And honestly, the shit she was saying there, she still kind of say, like, she hasn't changed that much, except the wealth and the coinage has gone up, and she went more bombshell route.
Right.
But it's just like, it's cool to see someone that black and queer. The impact that she's had, or he's had, they've had. It's wild. And I can't remember if I've shared this on here before, but I remember growing up, and the first time I saw RuPaul, I was probably like 5-6 years old, and I couldn't comprehend what drag meant and things like that. And I remember asking my dad, I'm like, is she a woman? And I remember his response was like, kinda. And I don't know why that has stuck with me. And maybe even then at that young age, maybe I knew us slightly different. I don't know. But it has stuck in my head to this day, the first time I saw her, and thinking, I like that. Like, couldn't comprehend, didn't have the language, but I was just like, oh, that's calling to me somehow, some way, you know? And so it's just super cool to see that influence, especially with someone as melanated, you know, out there. It could have been a Lady Bunny or something like that, but no, it's a black queer person out here paving ways for a lot of folks that look like us, you know? And the spectrum, we always preach about that spectrum. seeing that spectrum. And yeah, you might not like drag queens or you might not like drag, but oh well, it's still a Black queer human being.
Yeah,
making tables and rooms and building chairs for a lot of folks to look like us. So
yeah, I just wish they could get this production under control.
Well,
you can't have it all.
can't have it all.
This season are hitting me off.
Yeah? Why?
It's just like, it's so predictable, and it's not even like, they're not even making it hard. Like, they're telling you who they want to win and who's gonna win and shoving it in your face. I'm like,
but I get they can set people up, but people still got to walk through the door. And so
every single
feel
curated for a specific queen.
Well, them whole other codes better stuff they pussies up. That's what I think.
Now, you give a sewing and design challenge, she gonna be in the bottom.
Yeah. But she had one. She wasn't. Wasn't there a sewing the first episode? Wasn't it of hers in her bracket? I feel like they had some kind of like unconventional something. Let me think.
Go back.
I'll admit.
He said, I know that.
I don't know. He's like, I ain't on that spectrum. I'm the one that you're talking about. That ain't my part of the spectrum.
He said, next.
Right. He said, who's this RuPaul Charles y'all talking about?
No, it's just
this woman.
It's so funny because we talked about this on Relationshit about how we did an episode about like, are you gay enough? And so there was a chunk of the episode I was talking about like, yeah, I'm well aware of the show. I've seen many episodes. I just don't watch it like religiously. And so sometimes it's like, oh man, I'm a bad gay because I don't know what's going on. Mind you, I love it. I love that shit. But it's like, again, so whenever the conversation comes up, I'm always like, oh.
It's like that ain't my gay ministry. I got other gay ministries, but that ain't one.
I mean,
I don't know. I feel like I get that everyone's mad that Ginger Minger's probably going to win, and they have kind of alley-ooped her. But again, we've seen many seasons where they thought they were alley-ooping people, and those people couldn't walk through the door and win that shit. Yeah. So that's like always my counterpart, where I'm just like, yes. It's any show. Any reality show has favorites, people they enjoy. They and a lot of times it's because Ginger Minger's probably a joy to work with. That's what it really come down to. That like you got some queens be like, bitch, I don't feel like working with this hoe, so we ain't gonna make it easy for them. It is what it is. That's life. That's
very
America,
important.
That's jobs. That's everything. That's not gonna go away in any industry. So okay, they're making it a little easier, but she still has to walk through that door and do the work. And she's willing to do the work. So that's the part where I'm like, if she's still willing to do the work, run with it then, girl.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. And low-key, she is better than 95% of them on the season. Let's be all the way real. Let's be all the way real. So we'll see if she ends up winning, but I'm kind of glad that they shitted on Mistress, though.
Babe, first of all,
so what's crazy? I'm just gonna say again, I haven't been watching religiously, but I know enough to know that I cannot stand her. But maybe I need more context. But from what I saw, I was just like, oh, I don't know.
That's all there is.
That's the only context you need.
That's all there is. That is her through and through.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I couldn't have been Aja in last week's episode because the moment you put your hands on me, touched me, and laughed in my ear, that's the moment production is shutting down and we are no longer filming. Because I'm about to stomp a mud hole straight through your back.
I feel like it's almost
like I don't get into like, oh, I don't like this queen because of how she acted on the show. But she'll never get $1 from me.
Yeah,
I can't
because and I get, and the hard thing with Mistress is like obviously she's doing it to try to make good TV, get the villain role, so she could go on other reality shows and things like that. That's your career, cool. But there's a line, And there's a line between making good TV and being just straight up disrespectful to the whole process and the craft of drag. And that a lot of the girls need the show to continue to propel their career. So to make it a mockery, that's what it feels like you're doing. And I feel like that's why she was in the bottom. And her drag, like she deserved to be in the bottom. But I think the judges in probably production behind the scenes felt that as well. Just like, you have stepped over that line now. It's not just about making good TV. You are making a mockery of this whole situation. And you're rubbing a lot of folk the wrong way. So, okay, you think you're that much better. We're going to vote your ass out of here and see how you do after the show then.
Good luck. That's fair.
It's above us now. Do you, boo? If you think you're that good, it's above us now. Go ahead and succeed on your own. So by the time this episode though comes out, I'm sure we'll see. It might have been her Mistress that comes back, like in the, because even though it was two out of 3 balls was Carrie Colby, it's TV at the end of the day, and so they want the drama.
Yeah. When's the finale? This week?
So this Friday, I believe.
Friday,
yeah.
oh, damn.
So this comes out on Monday, so we'll know who won. But
oh snap!
Yeah.
What was that? The Iyanla called that one girl a vile gutter snipe.
Gutter snipe.
Shit, nothing but
that's like one of my favorite clips. I need to be using that actually.
That's what Mistress is, a vile gutter snipe.
Vile gutter snipe. Just.
Damn. You know what, community? On that note, we're going to take a quick little tea break and we'll be right back with Ask Yo Aunteas.
All right.
Hey, community. A lot of you have asked how you can support Minority Report outside of the sharing and downloading and subscribing and leaving reviews. But you can also buy merch. Come on, baby.
I know that's right. And we have a whole lot of options, from clothing to pillows to tumblers and bags. And we continue to update all of our stuff with new styles, new colors, and new products. Jerell, where can they get all that stuff at?
Well, they can get all that and then some at minorityReport.com. They can find all the goodies, find out additional information about your aunties. And we also want to make sure that you share and tag us when you do buy merch, all right? So let us know if it's a hoodie, it's a tee, a long shirt, a towel, because we know you need those. But let us know.
Absolutely. And remember to wash your hands, your legs, and your ass. All righty, ladies. What time is it?
Ask
your
aunties. Okay. She's like, anything you can do, I can do better.
Try me.
We need a backing track.
ASAP.
Harmonies and vocals ain't there for it. I'm not. I need you to just be able to hit play and it.
That.
We're doing our best over here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. When we say this, I'm like, are you going?
That's how it feels every time we do it too. That lag gets us.
Trying to hold these notes and tones. I'm like, oh girl, Maybe I say my singing for the shower.
There you go.
I know that's right. This one says, "Hey aunties, I must admit I am part of the Labubu fandom, and I'm sure you've seen everyone going crazy for them. Are you part of the craze? And if not, what are some of the crazes in the past that you all have taken part in?"
Okay, well. You brought this up, and I had to Google what these things are. That just...
What is a Labubu?
It sounds like diarrhea. But,
You made a little Labubu.
It sounds like a nickname that somebody give you as a kid. Hey, where little Labubu at?
But yeah, the things is ugly. I have not seen those yet.
I've been seeing them around, but I just didn't know what they were. But it was just like more and more. They were like all over the place until finally I started seeing actual articles written about it. And I'm like, oh, damn, this is like the new Beanie Baby, I guess, or whatever, stuff like that.
Yeah. And
because you never know what you're going to get.
you never know what you're gonna get. Exactly, they like wrap it in a package in some company out in China,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just brilliant marketing again. Like
I love it.
It's wild. Like I'm not a Labubu fan. Like I don't give a damn. I don't need nothing else in this house. We got enough stuff in this house as it is. So I don't need no Labubu, the doo doo, nothing. But if that's what you like, especially now, I am not gonna shit on nobody's joy. If it brings you some joy, we all need a little bit of joy in our lives because a lot of dark is out there. So if that's what is bringing you joy and you want to spend your money on that for joy, do you, boo? But I ain't part of that the boo.
Yeah, no. I'm fine over here. Y'all do what you need to do. Enjoy.
If you were dating someone that was part of the Labubu, would you be like, yay, or would you be like, that's a red flag for me?
Well, I'm not
good
dating,
question.
So as long as you don't bring Labubu with you, you're good.
I mean, I'm all for like collectability and nerdy shit and whatever. I guess there's just a limit, right? So it's like,
So I don't roll over in the morning, face to face with a Labubu. We are good.
That
I feel like Labubu would start growing like in the Wiz, like in those characters in the subway.
That's the type of shit you feel like. You feel like they move every time you turn away from it.
That
like,
part. That shit's scary.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
I will say though, as far as like crazes from the '90s, I was Trolls and the Tamagotchi, where you could hatch. You had to hatch eggs.
Trolls.
Oh yeah.
Wow, that's right.
But I was also a kid, and there
there might be some community members that love these Labubus.
Yeah, that's why I had stopped. Stopped myself because again, I'm not going to yuck anybody's yum.
Right.
Yeah.
But you said, I was child. I was juvenile.
I was a youth.
I was young in my ways.
Oh man.
I forgot about one of my best friends growing up, and actually one of my best friends to this day. He used to love Trolls, and he had like all the Trolls. I used to love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so I had that, and I loved Matchbox cars, so I had a lot of those. But if I had any craze, it was probably music stuff. Like I would try to buy as many CDs as I could, CD singles, tapes, all that. So that if I had anything growing up
when you were younger,
say again,
the keychain clip-its, where it was like. So it was kind of like, it was a single, but it was like 15 seconds of a song. And you had a little Walkman and you could put it in. They were clipped.
Oh my God. I forgot about that.
It was like a really small disc, and you put it into a really small Walkman, and it just had one earplug that you would put in.
Oh no, I want the whole thing. No. I don't want no snippets. I'm looking it up now. Like I never
had it. I remember it, but I never had it.
I have so many.
Wow. You just took me back.
I'd be mad. 15 seconds. No, I want the whole damn song. Like Tamagotchi. I'm trying to think. Because it was either you had a Tamagotchi or what was the competitor? It was Tamagotchi or Alexa? Let's see here. Tamagotchi.
I forget.
Gigapet,
yes.
Gigapets, yeah.
Gigapet. So I forget, like I feel like I had one or the other. I can't remember. My sister, I believe, had one, but I do remember going to school and kids. That was like the craze. And you had like Beanie Babies. You had like the Tickle Me Elmos.
Oh yeah,
like, all this kind of shit. I never was too deep in a lot of that though.
Yeah,
I stole my cousin's.
It was serious then.
Well, his mama bought it for him for Christmas. He was a baby. She bought it for him for Christmas.
So you said he don't need it, I need it.
And I took it. I said, no, he don't need this.
He's not gonna remember.
What's he gonna do with
it? Oh man, coming up, I was like, I had a Pokemon card era. That was where I was at. And And that got serious because like you'd be in school and it'd be like doing like drug deals. Like you just be like, open your little like book bag and I got like a fucking like war turtle. I got like a Pikachu.
Did you have the card with the clear cover with all the cards in it?
Yep, I had that. I still have mine too.
Do you?
I still have mine. Yeah, I'm very
worth
like
a nice little coin.
You save that for retirement.
Well, the sad part is they're all open. That shit, it's like they're only worth it if you like keep it in the case or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I used to
that's
collect basketball cards. Now I think about it, I forgot about that. That maybe was a craze because I had a shit ton of those. And I don't know what happened to them. My mom probably threw those out.
Oh man. And I had those. So for a period of time, I think it was to celebrate the release of Super Mario Brothers 3 on NES. Okay. They had released a line of toys that came out in Happy Meals at McDonald's. And I was like all about that shit. And I still have those shits too. Like
so you understand this craze. He's like, I don't want no Labubu, but I got my own shit.
I'm good. I collected what I needed to collect. So I'm all right.
What are those things like even in the last like decade, like the almost like I think they call them pop like little figurines. They almost like cartoon little
pop figures.
Pop socket.
I had one, I think. The big heads like, and the like circular eye. Yeah. They're still around. I don't know if they're still just as popular. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's just like I don't know what makes them popular out the blue. That's the thing. Is just like I don't know some of these crazes, like where they blow up, how they blow up, and I'm sure TikTok is like the thing now. But like, why? What determines this to be the new craze? You know, and how? Like, I don't understand how it gets this popular that fast and that quickly.
Yeah, you know, I will say, now that I think about it, the Labubu, where you get it, like that Pop Mart, I think it's called. There actually is a line of toys there that I got into, and I actually have like 4 of them on the. I don't know if it's in the shot or not, but they're on the shelf up there. But these little characters. But again, it was this thing where like there's a whole set, and you buy one, and you don't know which one you're gonna get. And so it was like for a moment, and I like the design of them. I think the design has a lot to say in terms of how people connect with it. Because the Labubu, I feel like people, even though it's got like the fangs and stuff, people think they're cute.
Right.
Cuteness has a lot of power in this, I feel.
Yeah. No, you're right on that. You're right.
Yeah.
I don't think, especially now, I'm not like the biggest like figurine person anymore. It wasn't Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Ever since then, I've kind of gotten out of the. Yeah, it's just probably been music and clothes. Maybe I probably have way too many clothes. But yeah, no, Labubu, do you, boo? Yeah. that might be the title of the episode right there. Labubu, do you, boo?
I love that.
And community, if you are part of this craze, send us some of your pictures. We'll put them in the story and all that good stuff. I feel like there's certain community members that like are collectors of things like that. So it'll be interesting to kind of see that. And again, there is some novelty of just like, okay, I really want XYZ. And so I got to buy a lot of them just to potentially get the one I truly want, which is marketing genius, But yeah, I don't know. I ain't got that. If it ain't Beyonce, that's my craze.
There it is.
Beyonce tickets to concerts and shit. Them shits is expensive. But community, continue to send your Ask Your Aunties to aya@minoritetyreport.com or DM us. Or send it to the T line. And normally Dewan's here to give us the T line. So hold on, let me see if I can. Oh, look at that. 844-832-5463. 844-832-5463. We haven't had a T line moment in a while. I think we only had 1 or 2 this whole time. We don't have this damn number. Come on, community. We need some Ask Your Aunties. Send them in the T line. We would love.
Pick up the phone and call.
Come on, y'all. DM us. Right. We can speed up the Ask Your Aunties if you don't want your voice recognized. Like I know some voices are recognizable, so we can chipmunk it or whatever, or slow it down, or whatever we need to do, like a Dory or some shit.
Yeah. It's like those documentaries where it's like all silhouetted out. Right.
Exactly. We'll protect the innocent or the guilty, whatever we need to do. We'll hide the bodies, but send us some Ashy Aunties to the T line. We appreciate it. And for those that obviously that sent this in, thank you. And there's a couple out there too that we've done that we just want some follow-ups as well. Like there's been some good ones over time that we're like, we don't know what the follow-up is. What happened after we provided maybe our perspective on it? Did it go well? Right. Did it not? So if you have some follow-ups, send those in as well. And that'd be a good one to put on the T line. So we'd love to hear those. Wow, we've kind of like smashed through a lot of the questions today. Look at there. that doesn't happen that much. You
have sentencing for Diddy yet?
Say again?
Has the sentencing for Diddy happened yet?
No, I don't think the sentencing is until the fall, if I recall. I think it's like November, but they ain't letting him out. He's still chilling in there to get that sentencing. Did you watch that trial?
Not all of it.
Not
but
really.
I told y'all the last time I was on.
Yeah.
You can't go to jail for being a freak. And they had to drop all them freak charges.
Yeah.
They tried to get them.
They tried.
Especially to some of the events I've been to. I done seen some things.
We should all be locked up if that's the case.
Baby. Exactly.
It's true.
It's like, let me shut up. I was like, my mind started to wander a little bit.
Let me put this out there. No offense to his victims, but
yes, the disclaimer.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So I mean, like, I guess before we get out of here, though, we're like, it's towards the end of summer. Have you done everything you wanted to do for the summer? You got any trips coming up? Like, I know, like Steve, you guys went to Europe, so that might have been the big trip for the summer. Anything coming up?
No, I think I'm just taking it easy for the rest. I'd like to go to the beach. I hate that I haven't been to the beach yet. But
what beach do you go to?
Usually we would go to Jacob Riis Beach here. And then also there was a time where I did take a trip with friends to Gunnison Beach, which is in New Jersey, which is also nice.
For those that don't know, Gunnison Beach, that's the naked beach.
I wasn't doing all that though.
That's the naked. I've been out there. Oh, I didn't get naked at that one though. For some reason, I don't know why we didn't. Because normally I would be like, whatever it is, what we did at that time. But
it's a nice beach.
Corey and I and some friends went out there a couple years, when we first moved here to Philly. But yeah, it is a nice beach, and it's cool because you see like the skyline in the distance there. And then you look to the right, you see other kind of skylines.
So different, all the vistas,
other kind of tan lines, and
the landscape.
Maybe. Some good, some bad.
Right.
Love it.
But yeah, no, I haven't been to the beach this summer either, so I can do that as well. Jerell, anything on your radar? I know you're traveling and working a lot.
I think I have a wedding in PV to go to the beginning of August. The next week is market days, so those are my two.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So
I've never been to that.
Come and do market days with us. That's what you should.
I've never been. I mean, I'd be open to that. That'd be fun.
You don't need no apps. I can tell you that. Phone close if you want to.
Let me see what it
I'm
do.
gonna make you put your phone down. I know that's right.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out at some point. Yeah,
absolutely. Even if it's not this year, come with us next year.
Yeah.
Come with
Absolutely.
Us, put it on that radar. Yeah, it's a good time. It's fun. Yeah, market days. So community, the yearly market days episode's coming up soon. Where Kerel has no voice.
We'll see what we get into this
shenanigans every year. Every year.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't have much coming up either. Actually, I take that back. By the time this episode comes out, I'm going to San Diego Pride this weekend.
Oh, cool.
And then market days. So those are the two that I kind of have on my radar. But other than that, I feel like I want to go home again. Like I went home for Mother's Day. Like I have a new niece. I don't know if I've shared that on here.
Oh,
I have a new niece back in March.
Congratulations.
I don't know if I shared this on here or not. Say again.
What's her birthday?
March. Oh God, what? Because she was supposed to be due, I think, on the 10th. I think she came like a day earlier. I have it on my phone. Somewhere March like 9th, 10th, 11th, somewhere around there. I forget. I should know that. That's bad.
You're in March.
Well, I know because like mine is the 7th. Like my mom's is the 2nd. Hold on, I have it in my phone somewhere. But like somewhere in that second week of March. But yeah, so yeah, Camille, I don't know if I'd said that or not. But yes, I have a new niece.
That's amazing.
So trying to get home. So I want to do that again. But especially before like the holidays. So would you say, Jerell?
There are more March Pisces being born into the world. It's a great.
It's true. I know so many Pisces. Thank you. So many Pisces. It's crazy. Yeah, the 10th. So wait. So yeah. Okay, that's why I was connecting it, because my cousin Jerell, his birthday's the 10th. So she was born on that day. Yeah.
Oh wow.
And then your birthday's what, the 14th?
13th.
So yeah, a lot of Pisces. Steven, what's your sign? Just in case we can set you up on a date.
Cancer. My birthday was 2 days ago.
Oh, well, happy belated birthday!
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Cancer season. So
Yep.
community, if you want to send him a little birthday treat in the DM, go out there and do that. A little something for Steve with his shirt all open.
Is it that open?
It's perfect open. It's a good amount of open. It's a good amount of open, boo.
Okay. Oh man,
we try to get people in Steve and Jerell's DMs. That's again. It's just the three old married broads on this podcast normally week in, week out. So I'm trying to pimp y'all out.
I can't.
I might be in a city near you sometime soon.
There you go.
Right. Jerell be doing the tour. He be doing the nationwide tour. Him and Beyonce on tour this summer. Well, community, you know what? We'll cut it a little shorter today, but Steve, we appreciate you filling in. Jerell, we always appreciate you hopping back in here.
And
tell them your socials if you want to follow these two lovely gentlemen. Tell them where they can find you.
First of all, I don't know. Wait, I don't know off the top of my head.
Steve, what's yours? Do you know yours off the top of yours?
Yeah. I'm on Instagram as I am at Steven. That is STEEEEEVN. There's a lot of E's. And then
how many
also,
E's? That's 5 E's?
That's 5 E's, yeah.
5 E's, okay.
Yeah. And then obviously the Relationship Podcast is at Pod Relationship on Instagram and Facebook and all that stuff. So
and new episodes every Wednesday?
Wednesday. Yeah.
There we go.
So yeah. It's been great. And throughout the summer we're dropping kind of like mini episodes for like Patreon folks and all that, because we're technically off season right now, but we'll be back at the end of the summer. Mm-hmm.
He's like, we'll be back in that. And then Jerell, what's yours?
You can find me on Instagram at jalex313.
I know that.
And then I don't do a podcast, so
but you
can catch me here filling in occasionally.
But you're also big in the cheer world, so don't even front. You got your own company. So if y'all need some choreographers, if your kids, your cousins, your baby mamas, your next door neighbors need a choreographer or need some cheer company, tout your company, boo.
Knockout Choreo. You can find us on Instagram at Knockout Choreography. Our website is knockoutchoreo.com. And then I think the last time I was on, I was in the process of becoming an owner of a gym in Springfield, Missouri.
I think it was like the week before or something like that.
Yeah, so full-fledged ownership of the gym now. So if you're in the Central Missouri area and you're looking for a place to cheer, Icon Cheer in Springfield, Missouri, we got you.
I know that's amazing.
I know that's.
Oh, that's cool.
It's busy. I reside between Dallas and Springfield, Missouri, when I'm not on the road doing choreography.
Wow.
It's a blessing to be booked and busy.
It is.
She the best in this industry. So, Al, if y'all want to win, holla at your boy. Period. And on that note, if you wash your hands and your legs and your ass, we will see you next week. And hopefully Dewan and Jerell are back. If not, we will find a couple of additional aunties to fill in. It might be Steve. It might be Jerell. It might be Marko. Who knows? We have a whole podcast family, but we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
See you later, guys.